Hello and good morning, everyone. First of all, I gladly welcome to all of you to my interpretation of the class ninth lesson from Beehive, the Lost Child. We have already seen this lesson, yet, in short, I tell you the story which goes in this lesson. In this lesson, there is a child. He makes his journey to the fair along with his father and mother. While on his journey, on his way to journey, the child sees so many things like mustard fields, flowers, petals, dragonflies, bees, butterflies, and so on. When the child makes his journey in the fair at that time, first of all, the child sees the sweet meat shop, and there the beautifully decorated sweet cuisines attract the child, and the child wants his favorite food item, his favorite sweet, burfi. However, whenever his parents are requested by the child to have something, at that time his father looks at him angrily. However, his mother tries to console the child sweetly. Then when they move forward, when they move further, at that time the child sees the beautifully decorated garlands of Gulmohar, and he smells the sweet scent which attracts him. Here, the child wants to have the garland of Gulmohar. However, again, his parents don't allow him, and silently the child moves ahead. Then he sees the beautifully colored balloons. Those balloons are so very attractive that the child wants to have them. This is the third thing the child wants in the fair. Yet the child is not given this thing by his parents. When they move further, the child sees the snake charmer. The snake charmer is playing the pungi or that shrill flute, and the child wants to hear it, how he is playing. The child also wants to see how the snake is making the hypnotic sways from side to side. Yet the parents of the child don't allow him to do that. Finally, the child sees a roundabout, and in that roundabout, the child wants to go. Now, the child has a very strong wish in his mind. The child has a very strong desire in his mind to go here in this roundabout. And when he wants to make a wish to his parents about this roundabout, he looks behind to ask about the roundabout to his parents, but he sees that his parents were not there. Finally, he understands, he learns that he is lost in the fair. He moves here and there, he runs helter skelter. Then a gentleman meets the child, and the child is crying. The gentleman offers these things what the child had wanted earlier, but in the reverse order. Lastly, we saw the child had wanted the roundabout. This is the first thing that man offers to the child. But the child is not interested in sitting in this roundabout at all. The child just wants his father and mother. Then the next thing the man takes him to is the snake charmer. Here also, the child doesn't want to hear the music of the snake charmer. Then the man offers going further some balloons to the child. Still, then the boy doesn't want it anymore. Then the man shows him the garlands of Gulmore. This also the boy doesn't want. The man thought that at least the boy would love eating some sweets. Then he takes him to the sweetmeat shop. There also, the child doesn't want anything. The child is just crying and sobbing for his father and mother. Here, the story ends. Now we come to the interpretation of mine fades. In my opinion, this story is allegorical. This story has an allegory. What do you mean by an allegory? Allegory, the it means representing or symbolizing a hidden meaning. Before going to see the interpretation, just I would like to ask you a few questions. Who do you think the child is? I think the child is you and me. Then, who do you think his parents are? I think his parents are the forms of God. Father is the strict sense of God, is the strict form of God, whereas mother is the loving form of God. Then, what is the fear which is described in this lesson? I think this fear is the journey of life. Then, who do you think the helping man is? I think the helping man is a man with a saintly appearance who comes to the rescue of the one who is lost in the fear, who is lost in the journey of life. Now, let's elaborate the story. When the child entered the fair, the child had wanted five things, which you can see here on the screen. And these five things, in my opinion, are the five senses of human beings which attract the human beings every time, every now and then. And because of these attractions, because of this Mohamaya Bajar, we are lost in the fair. We are lost in this journey of life and we cannot see the real God because our eyes are concealed, our eyes are hidden because of this Mohamaya, because of these attractions, because of these temptations. First of all, the child has the sweet temptation. The child was attracted to the beautifully laid sweet cuisines. It clearly indicates the sense of taste. Furthermore, the child goes to the uh, next phase. Nextly, he is moving forward to the destination. The destination is the shrine, the temple, where his parents are leading the child to, because it is the core of the fair. It is the center of the fair. People are moving to the fair just because there is the fair in the name of that deity, in the name of that god, whose shrine, whose temple is there. So when uh, the child is being led by his parents, nextly he sees the garlands of Gulmore. What does it indicates? What does it indicate? It indicates the sense of smelling. Further, the child sees the beautifully colored balloons. It shows the attraction of eyes. It shows the attraction of eyes. And this is the third sense. This is the third sense which has been indicated here. Then, moving ahead, the child sees the snake charmer and his flute. The child listens to, he wants to listen it to. But what does it show? It shows the sense of hearing. And when the child is refused to hear this, then finally the child sees the roundabout. And roundabout shows the pleasure of skin. The pleasure of skin. In this way, what the child wants in the fair is the attraction of these five senses. It is the attraction of these five senses. And in such a situation, when you are entangled because of these outward attractions, then what happens? It happens that we are lost in the fear. We are lost in this journey of life, and we are not able to realize God in the true sense because we are attracted here and there. We don't know where to go. And in such a situation, what happens? A saintly man comes to rescue us. कोई भगवान का फरिश्ता आता है for the upliftment of that lost person, of that lost child. Here the child is lost, and we are lost in this journey of life. In such a situation, a saintly person comes, a spiritual person comes in the life to save us from being lost. And that saintly person is not like any Baba. That saintly person is like Swami Ramakrishna Paramhans, who showed the real path to many, like Swami Vivekananda. That person, that saintly person, that spiritual person is like Swami Vivekananda, who showed the real path to millions of people for realizing God. So, if we hold on to the fingers offered to us by these saintly people when we are lost, surely the journey of our life becomes fruitful, the journey of our life becomes successful, and really, in the true sense, we are able to realize the God. We are able to realize the divine power, and the only thing, the only problem, the only hurdle in realizing God is these attractions. These attractions. And you also know very well that these things were offered to the child even by that man. But when that man offers these things to the child, at that time the child realizes that these things are of no use because parents, father, and mother are the most precious gems on this earth being, in this universe. In the same way, these things, these outer attractions are of no use when God is not there in our life. So, in this way, God realization is the sole motto of ours, and it should be so. The spiritual journey accomplishes of that lost person when he comes in connection, in contact with the saintly person. So this is how I have made my humble attempt. I hope the interpretation of mine may be liked by you. Thank you very much. May the Almighty God bless all of you.